Okay, hello there, and what's up, you wrestling fans out there and stuff? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, TNA did it again. TNA delivered once again, and just as I was told before, yeah, at this rate, TNA is gonna be number one too. Just like the good old days and stuff, man. And I'm telling you, because the thing of this video, I'm gonna talk about Bounce for Glory and Impact. Well, starting with Impact and stuff, and yep, that's where I'm gonna start with this video and all that. So anyway, let's get it over with. So yeah, you get the TNA Impact starting with the recap of last week's Impact and stuff. Like little some sort of storytelling and all that. You can say. Let me put my mic louder, and I'm telling you, this was so good, man. Like these two shows, I'm most likely going to give a 9 out of 10 and stuff and all that. Most likely a 9 out of 10 because it's like I don't know. It's just to me, it's like so good that you just gotta get some jalapeno flavored ketchup with some fries, man. Because man, I'm telling you, this stuff was just fantastic, man. I thought it was really great. 9 out of 10 quality and stuff, or 10 out of 10 if you'd like to give it anyway and stuff right there and all that. So anyway, where do I go? The Northern Armory beating up Steve Macklin, Frankie Kazarian, inserting himself into the Bound for Glory main event as the special guest referee. And not only that, you get Frankie Kazarian versus AJ Francis, Jake Something, Jason Hotch, and Sammy Callahan. Going for the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match at number 20 during a Saturday. Okay, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Okay, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. Decent right there. Lots of good back and forth right there and stuff. Yep. Christopher Jackson Denver is right. It was a great night for NXT. You know, how do I say this? A great Thursday and a great Saturday. Two. You can put that together right there and stuff. Yep. In other words, two great nights for NXT. That's NXT. Sorry. I was thinking about TNA when Christopher Jackson Denver brought up NXT. I'm sorry. Sorry, I misread it as TNA when it said NXT right there. Sorry about that, Chris. Yeah, NXT did good as well. Even though I don't know what's up with the NASCAR crossover. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, just like you said, it is what it is and stuff. So anyway, let's go. So yeah, you get Frankie Kazarian asking Jade Chun to introduce him the right way in order for the match to start. As Laredo Kid isn't interested in that, as though he goes he does things with Kazarian and stuff as you know that the ring clears real quickly with Laredo Kid taking the quick advantage with Jake Something barrels him over. Honestly, I'm gonna say with that Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, the thing about Laredo, I don't know, it's either Laredo Kid or someone else. Like I don't know, like one of the wrestlers. I felt that they got taken out too quickly. Like I felt because honestly, okay, here's the thing about yeah, because okay, yeah, because I see what's going on here. Yeah, okay, so anyway, yep, I see what's going on. So yeah, you get Jake Something barreling him over with AJ Francis going into the ring and stuff, man. With your taking out Something as he clears out his other opponents and stuff as he fakes a dive to the outside with Sammy Callahan clearing the ring and Jason Dahotch hitting a big dive to the outside and stuff as Something hops back into the ring and stuff and takes out Callahan and then Laredo Kid as well with Something then hitting a dive to the outside as Callahan picks up Laredo Kid and throws him over the top rope into all the opponents and stuff as Francis gets back in the ring and takes out Callahan as Something is back in the ring. It stops Francis's momentum and stuff right here and stuff and all that. Because honestly, okay, the thing about this match, I'm pretty sure AJ Francis won this match, but the other match, I think for Bounds for Glory, he ended up losing, but he still did good nonetheless. I mean, the way he just ended up outside the ring and stuff. So yeah, he was out of that. I'm going to be talking about that one too, which was from Bounds of Glory. So anyway, you got him throwing him over the top rope into all the opponents and stuff as Francis gets back in the ring and takes out Callahan. As Jake Something goes back in the ring as well and stops Francis' momentum. Just like I said, you get Kazarian hopping in the ring, clearing the ring, and jumping on Francis for a 2 count as Laredo Kid takes out Kazarian and stuff as Something clears him out and Hotch hits a DDT on Something right there as Callahan tries to take out Hotch. But Hotch fights it off, and Hotch just knocks Callahan out of the ring and then gets hit by the slingshot cutter by Kazarian for a 2 count and stuff. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, well, here's the thing. The haters are going to miss out. The haters are, if they want to keep on complaining and bitching and stuff, I'm telling you, man, they're missing out because this stuff was decent. This was decent quality right here. Decent quality content. Decent quality content. I'll tell you that right there and stuff. So anyway, yeah. You get Kazarian going for a fade to Black on Hodge, but Laredo Kid hits a super kick on Kazarian. As Jake something comes back in and clears the ring and stuff, as Callahan stunner is happening as well, and all that something, and you get Callahan going to powerbomb Jake something as Kazarian just tries to lock on the chicken wing on Callahan, and Callahan hits a pile driver on Kazarian. As Francis gets in the ring and breaks up Callahan's pin on Kazarian, as Francis pins Kazarian's. Yeah, AJ Francis, man, manages to pin Kazarian for the win in the process right there, with being, winner number 20 in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match at Bound for Glory. AJ Francis right there, man. Real decent stuff, man. Right there, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was starting to assuming that AJ Francis, he started to appreciate TNA more ever since he got RKO'd by that one YouTuber. That's my assumption. That's just my assumption right there. That he's, I guess, yeah, ever since he got RKO'd by a YouTuber in that one video right there, I guess, yeah, he has more appreciation for TNA now. I mean, that's what it looks like to me and stuff. Because because AJ Francis really seemed to be enjoying the match. He didn't seem to take anything personal. He was really going with the flow, you could say, and all that and stuff right there. So anyway, yeah, you get Gia Miller in the back with Jonathan Gresham, as Gresham says that the bad days have outweighed the good old days lately, but he's remembered who the bleep he is, censoring out his profanity and all that. Well, he'll be facing Josh Alexander with Gresham's comeback starting that night as well, and all that stuff right there, and all that. What else was there? Yeah, Gia Miller being in the back with Jonathan Gresham, as Gresham says that the bad days have outweighed the good days lately and stuff, just like I remembered and all that, just like I said. So anyway, you get a video package for Mike Santana airing and stuff right here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was a pretty decent video package. This was like a good little promo because the way he aimed that at Moose or something, yeah. Because the way he calls out Moose, and Mike Santana goes on to say that he really lived life out in the streets and stuff, where the city is at, New York City, of course, and all that stuff. Because he's dealt with some trouble before and stuff right there. I mean, you could say he's been out there and stuff and all that. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was pretty cool, man. I thought that little promo, that was a pretty cool promo to aim at a wrestling opponent. Pretty decent. I thought that was good, and good, well done, well made and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, you get it. Mike Santana talking about growing up in New York City, he's living his life on the streets and stuff. He's seen and lived through tough moments. With the most important thing is what he learned from the struggles is that he wants to see if Moose remembers what he learns. What he's learned as well as the launch party by Elegance is set up at ringside right there, facing the entrance, with Ash by Elegance coming out with the personal concierge. As you could say, it is a night for transformation where they present their masterpiece, with Heather Reckless having been put through a rigorous makeover as they introduce Heather by Elegance as she comes out in a black dress with the jewelry, lots of makeup, and her hair done with crowd chanting basic. Oh my God, man! This caught me off guard. Ray. They called her a basic white girl. I had to rewatch that twice just to hear that, because I didn't catch that at first until I rewatched it again, and they called her a basic white girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, that really got me good. That got me good. That is funny right there. That is just funny, you could say. So anyway, yeah. You get the personal concierge showing Heather herself in a mirror and stuff. She is so happy with the transformation. As you can say, there's also champagne being poured to celebrate until Shia Brookside comes out and stuff, with Brookside calling the launch party fake, as she talks about how Ash eliminated Brinley Reese last week, the week before this show and stuff right there. As Brookside says that karma can be scary and tells the Elegances and the personal concierge to watch their backs and stuff as Reese is in the ring. Racist pieces. So anyway, she slides under the bottom rope with kick pushing the Elegances towards the launch party table. So they avoid knocking it over, though, with Brookside joining Reese at the table, and they dunk the Elegances into the punch bowls. Some decent stuff. So yeah, that's where you get Josh Alexander with the Northern Armory versus Jonathan Gresham right there. This one right here, okay. Not bad. I just always wonder, why do Jonathan Gresham... No, not Jonathan Gresham. I was wondering, why does Josh Alexander have to... I always get, why does he wear that headgear all the time? That just leaves me wondering, I'm going to say. So anyway, yeah, Josh Alexander with the Northern Armory versus the... Yeah, Jonathan Gresham. So yeah, Jonathan Gresham offers a handshake to start things off with Josh Alexander kicking it away as they circle. And only that, you get Gresham ducking under Alexander as they switch off, taking each other's back until Alexander gains control and brings Gresham down for a head scissors move before Gresham gets out quickly, though. Some really decent back and forth, and I'll say that. Really decent back and forth, man. And just like I said, like I'm just the haters are going to keep missing out on this. They're just going to keep on missing out if they want to keep on complaining and stuff, crying and complaining that, oh, this is not good enough. Well, I'm going to assure you that this most certainly is good enough. I'll tell you that. At least 9 out of 10. At least a 9 out of 10. I'm telling you, or a 10 out of 10, however you would put it. So anyway, you get Alexander grabbing an arm and cranking it and stuff as Alexander works over the arm for a bit while countering Gresham's escape attempts, with Gresham eventually getting out and using his quickness to toss Alexander around the ring to the outside and stuff, while Gresham goes for a dive and stuff, but Alexander catches him. Honestly, I don't want my dive to get caught by Alexander. Nope, no way. I don't want that to happen to me. I'm telling you, man. So anyway, you get Alexander driving Gresham into the ring post and then the ring apron as they go back in the ring with Alexander taking full control. Working over Gresham's back with calculated forearms, and Gresham strikes back, but Alexander cuts him off with the backbreaker and a 2 count right there. Not only that, you get Alexander grabbing at Gresham's nose, which makes Gresham come alive and hit some hard strikes and stuff as they go back and forth with strike exchanges until Alexander hits a big one that knocks Gresham to the mat as Alexander stretches Gresham's back, with Gresham just trying to reverse the stretch. So Alexander picks him up and slams him and stuff. And just like what I was told earlier, based off of AEW's decisions and the way TNA has been doing good right there. Yeah, TNA is going to be becoming number 2 again at this rate, just like the good old days, man. Just like the good old days, I'm telling you. So when you get Gresham, just keep trying to fight back while including kicking off of a forearm strike and then hitting a flurry of strikes of his own as Alexander blocks a German suplex but can't avoid Gresham tossing him out of the ring. As Gresham then hits 4 dives through the ropes and stuff on the 5th attempt while Alexander moves out of the way, with Gresham reading it, though, and hitting a moonsault and stuff right there. As the Northern Armory tried to get involved with Gresham fighting them off and getting back in the ring as the referee begins his count, with Alexander still outside, with Alexander getting in before 10, and then Gresham goes on the attack right there. Because if he would have stayed outside the ring any longer, yeah, that 10 count would have gotten him, just like what happened to my damn character on Fight Forever. Man, I'm telling you, man, I am so done with that game. I am done with that game, man. I'm done with that game, Fight Forever, man. It'll be really. Let me tell you, it'll be really nice if TNA could make another video game. Because it really would. Because I am really done with Fight Forever. It just did me dirty. AEW wants to be cold and they want to be lazy with their own video game. Man, I could really cross my fingers that TNA just makes a better one. Trust me, that's what I would want for TNA to make a better game than Fight Forever, not squandering it or anything and stuff. I'm pretty sure that they still have CM Punk in Fight Forever too, even though he's not there anymore because of the decisions being made and stuff. If only he was still there. But I'm blaming that on Tony Khan since he wants to play favorites with the, some wrestlers. So anyway, back to the show. So yeah, anyway, you get Gresham trying to springboard back into the ring, but gets caught in the ropes. As Alexander isn't able to take advantage of it, though, as Gresham rolls up for a 2 count, as they get back on their feet and stuff and all that, as Alexander tries to get Gresham into the C4 spike right there, as Gresham wiggles and strikes out of it and stuff before Alexander gets in a strike that Gresham is able to shake off and stuff, as Gresham goes for an enziguri. With Alexander ducking it and locking on the ankle lock, you got Gresham fighting out of it and stuff as Gresham's headgear comes off as the referee is disposing of it before Alexander uses a foreign object to hit Gresham for the win stuff. And yep, that's where you get Josh Alexander winning the match right there and stuff. I was going for Josh Alexander anyway and stuff right there because honestly, him I'm more familiar with. The wrestlers that I'm more familiar with, I tend to go with, that I tend to root for and stuff right there. Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I think, the way I see it and stuff. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, Josh Alexander winning that match versus Jonathan Gresham. So yep, real decent stuff right there, man. I thought he held his footwork really decently, though, I'm gonna tell you. So yeah, I guess after that match, the Northern Armory began beating up Jonathan Gresham until Steve Macklin with the chair, comes out to make the save before the Northern Armory. They use their numbers advantage to take control of Macklin and stuff as Alexander, hits Macklin with the chair before the Northern Armory, zip ties Macklin against the ropes, and the security comes out, but the Northern Armory won't let them in the ring and stuff. I mean, some heel work, you could say, some heel work, all that and stuff is. Well, they're still on the ropes. You get Macklin smiling at Alexander and just holding the chair as Alexander is about to swing the chair at Macklin, but Sally Camahan, Corey Diener, and Ace Steel come out to put a stop to the attack and stuff. Man, honestly, I'm really glad that Sami Callihan came back. I'm telling you, I'm really glad that I like Sally Camahan, Sami Callihan. Sorry, my tongue slipped. But anyway, so yeah, because honestly, Sami Callihan, he's got what it takes and stuff. You could say so. Anyway, you got. Oh yeah, that's right. Another video package for Mike Santana airing and stuff is he talks about the Bronx and having to be in constant survival mode. Yeah, he does talk about that right there, man. I mean, I really wish TNA would have uploaded the rest of their show, man. Like, why can't they just upload full matches? Full matches. I mean, it's more simple that way instead of just highlights and highlights. I mean, how complicated can it be? How complicated can it get? The stuff I'm telling you, that's the thing right there. So anyway, you could say, because honestly, man, apparently TNA wasn't able to upload everything on their channel before I start talking about this. But anyway, I had to go with what I saw anyway and stuff. And, that's why we got to try our best to improvise and stuff. Improvise, you can say, and make the best for your video and all that and stuff. So you get threat tossing. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. NXT's Wendy Chu with Rosemary versus Joey Threat and stuff right there. One of them having the black makeup and stuff, that rock star persona, you could say, and all that. So anyway, you get Tom Hannafin saying that Danny Luna is dealing with a personal issue and therefore cannot be in Nashville to accompany Jody Threat to the ring and stuff as Jody Threat and Wendy Chu circle before Chu takes Threat's back, before Threat tosses her off, and Chu crawls at Threat's leg and grabs and stuff as Threat gets out of it and grabs a headlock before Threat hits the ropes and hits a tackle with Chu sitting it up and stuff and all that. Before, I think not only that, Threat is able to take advantage in the corner with several strikes, followed by a throw before Chu slides out of the ring and stuff, and then Threat hits a kick through the ropes and stuff before Threat fights off Chu and Rosemary on the outside, but Chu takes the advantage and stuff as well. While they go back in the ring, you get Chu beating down the Threat and covering for a 2 count stuff is, sorry, pop-up's getting in the way. So anyway, yeah, you get Threat fighting Chu off and then climbing to the top rope as Chu pulls her off the top and takes control again as Threat gets put into the tree of woe. I really like how they gave the woman plenty of decent time as well and stuff right there. That's another reason why I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 stuff. I mean, at least a 9 out of 10. I'm telling you, you got to at least give this a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Not a 7, man, because I'm on, man. That's like a party pooper right there, I'm telling you. So yeah, you get Chu being draped over the middle rope as Threat hits a double knee strike, and she followed up with the clothesline for a 2 count and stuff as Threat goes for a German suplex, but Chu blocks it right there as Chu goes for a backslide, but Threat kicks out and Threat goes to the top rope and then flips onto Chu as Threat goes for a pop shove it, you could say, but Rosemary distracts her by throwing Chu's pillow into the ring. I don't know what's a pillow gonna do, man. What is that gonna do? Do the John Moxley suffocation thing? I don't think so. So anyway, what's a pillow gonna do? Honestly, I mean, let's talk about hardcore professional wrestling right here. What's a pillow gonna do? I don't know. A pillow is pretty. How do I say this? A pillow is pretty soft, unless you're putting rocks in it and swinging it right onto someone. I mean, now that's hardcore, you could say. Or maybe they could just like put like quarters in a sock and just swing it at the wrestling opponent and stuff, to be more hardcore. I mean, they could do that. I mean, I don't see why not. Anyways, but yeah, anyway. So you got Chu going for a backslide, but Threat kicks out as Threat goes to the top rope and flips onto Chu as Threat goes for the pop shove. Like I said, you got Rosemary distracting her by throwing Chu's pillow into the ring as the referee disposes of the pillow with Rosemary hitting Threat. And Chu getting the win and stuff. Yeah, that's where Wendy Chu managed to win the fight right there and stuff, even though I was going for Rosemary, but still good nevertheless. Still good. Even better than freaking Fight Forever, I'm telling you, man. Oh my gosh, I'm sticking with that game. So yeah, you get System being in the back and stuff is tonight's 8-man tag match is just the start at Bound. Yeah, it's just the start right there. Is also at Bound for Glory. They'll retain the tag team titles and stuff with JDC. hoping to win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, and Moose will decide to take out Mike Santana after Mike Santana did that real decent promo against him and stuff right there. I thought that was decent. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a pretty decent way to call someone out. That video air package. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could do that. I mean, if I was a wrestler, I really wish I could do that. Like make a video like Mike Santana did. I'm telling you, that would be good. So anyway, oh yeah, the system being in the back was so you get Tom Hannafin, Matthew Raywalt, Matthew Raywalt talking about the Bound for Glory card as Ash and Heather by Elegance versus Brookside, and Brindley Fleas has been added to the countdown to Bound for Glory and stuff, added to the card and stuff you could say and all that stuff. So yeah, right there. Also, yeah, also not only that, like some fans are covered by PWInsider.com. I mean, don't get me wrong, PWInsider.com is pretty good, but to me, it's just real stupid. I don't know it. How do I say this, man? I had a hard time with PWInsider.com because it's like it's good, but the problem are the ads, and it's like real extra with the demands and stuff. It's like it's real demanding, man. It's just I had to get rid of the ad blocker. I had to subscribe. I had to do a monthly subscription thing and all that. And I mean, when it told me to do the monthly subscription thing, that's where it crossed the line for me. That's a no go for me and stuff. But don't get me wrong, PWInsider.com is still good though, and all that. So anyway, so yeah, what we're gonna talk about the ABC and the Hardys versus the System with Alicia Edwards and stuff, man. This match right here. Oh yeah, this was one of the extensive ones you could say, man. One of the longer matches and all that. I thought this was pretty decent in my opinion and all that stuff. So when you get Chris Bay and Moose starting things off as Bay uses his quickness to go behind, but Moose gets out of it before Bay tries to strike at Moose, but Moose shakes it off and strikes at Bay. Before Bay uses his quickness again though to go after Moose, but Ace Austin comes in and they double team on Moose and stuff as JZC comes in, but is disposed of quickly with Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards coming in, bringing in the Hardys and stuff with the Hardys and ABC clearing the ring and then hitting dives right there and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Hardys did good. The Hardys did good too for Bounds for Glory, you could say, and all that. So anyway, you get the Hardys and ABC clearing the ring and then hitting dives one at a time until the System are all down on the outside before. Wait, we don't care about commercial. No commercial. No, we don't give a flying F about commercials. So anyway, Jeff Hardy and JDC are exchanging strikes. Commercials don't matter. That shouldn't even be part of the results, man. Commercials should not be a part of the results at all. I'm telling you. Just no. Anyway. Got Jeff Hardy and JDC are exchanging strikes with JDC driving Jeff into the corner with Moose tagging in with Moose distracting the referee and Alicia Edwards attacking Jeff and stuff with Moose, then lifting Jeff into the bottom rope neck first before Edwards tags in and Jeff is able to reverse the suplex. Whew, I'm telling you, man, like real good results. I tell you, it's stuff like this that gives you like real good results, man. I'm telling you, the haters are going to keep missing out. They're going to keep on missing out if they're going to be like this. I mean, if they're going to keep acting up, they're going to miss out. I'm telling you. So yeah, what I was going to go, Edwards tagging in, and Jeff is able to reverse the suplex before Jeff almost gets to his corner, but Myers tags in and stops Jeff. As Myers slows things down and slaps a headlock on Jeff before Jeff strikes out of it and tags in Matt before Matt comes in hot and drops Myers multiple times. As you know, he drives Myers' head into the turnbuckle several times as he does the same to Edwards, you could say, as Matt hits the side effect on Myers for a 2 count. Before Bay tags in and Bay and Matt double team on Myers for a 2 count before Bay goes to run the ropes, but Alicia pulls down the ropes, but with Bay falling out of the ring and stuff right there. You're pretty decent back and forth, man. Really good content, man. This is why, I'm telling you, this is why I continue to watch professional wrestling. This is why I chose to stay as a fan after there was a personal dispute back in December, but I'm not going to talk about that. People don't need to know about that. Because let me tell you, this is why, this good stuff right here, this content, this is why I continue to stay as a wrestling fan. This is why I have so much respect for professional wrestling, because this stuff that goes on, this is good. And all the haters are just going to miss out on it, just like I said a bunch of times already. I'm telling you. All that. So anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get Bay and Matt double teaming Myers for a 2 count as Bay goes to run for the ropes, but Alicia pulls down the ropes with Bay falling out of the ring as the system stomps on him and throws him back in the ring. As Edward tags in and takes full control of Bay before JDC tags in and hits an elbow drop for a 2 count. As he also then works over Bay's arm for a bit, followed by a clothesline, a chop, and the hard Irish whip into the corner for a 2 count and stuff and all that. As Moose also tags in, he chops Bay and tags in Myers before Myers also gets in a chop and Edwards tags in as he chops Bay as well and gets a 2 count before JDC tags in, hits a hammerlock suplex for a 2 count and all that really decent stuff. Plenty of good results, I'm saying, man. I'm telling you, I really like a show with lots of results to give out. Because let me tell you, the longer the match, the more results it's going to give and the more commentary I can give for this video. I'll tell you that. That's the thing right there. So anyway, you get Bay trying to go to his corner as Myers stops him and knocks Austin and the Hardys off to the aprons as Myers turns around and Bay hits a cutter before Bay finally gets to his corner and tags in Austin as JDC tags in. Austin comes in hot and drops JDC as Edward comes in and is stopped by Austin. I think from there, Moose tried to take out Austin, but Austin just disposes of him as well as Austin drops JDC and goes for the pin with Moose breaking it up and throwing Austin to the outside. Man, really good hardcore stuff right there. I mean, just like I said earlier, I wouldn't mind seeing them do that thing where they put quarters in a sock and they start swinging it just like they were a prisoner or something. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that in TNA because that is hardcore as well. I mean, even though it would hurt like hell, but still good. I mean, So you get Austin disposing him as well, and Austin drops JDC and going for the pin as Moose breaks it up and throws Austin to the outside right there. And I'm not kidding, man. There's some fans that complain and dispute about like promotions using real glass. Like, why do we need real glass? I mean, really? Like hard, solid, real glass? I'm not kidding. I mean, I've hit my leg against a glass table before, the sharp edge corner with my leg. I mean, if people want to, and if honestly, that happens to me. And if people want to say wrestling is fake and all that, I dare them to do squats for at least like 1 minute and tell me what they think. I'm telling you, because I mean, some people have no respect for the community. Like some people have no respect for professional wrestling. Some people want to say, "Oh, it's fake this. Oh, it's fake that." Are you kidding me, guys? Come on. A combat sport that goes back 15,000 years is not fake. It is not. Okay, then that's what I'm going to say. Yep. I've said it right there. So you get Moose trying to take out Austin, but Austin disposes of him as well. But before Austin drops JDC and goes for the pin, we get Moose breaking it up and throwing Austin to the outside and stuff. You get Matt Hardy coming in, hitting a twist of fate on Moose as Myers hits the roster cut on Matt and stuff. Before Jeff comes in, my back. Before Jeff comes in and hits Whisper in the Wind on Edwards and Myers and stuff as JDC goes for a Falcon Arrow on Jeff, but Jeff counters it with a twist of fate as Jeff dives onto Moose as ABC hits the art of finesse. I'm just gonna say finesse. Yeah, the art of finesse and the fold for the win. Yeah, you could say that right there, which is what happened, and that's where the ABC and the Hardys win the match right there against the system with Alicia Edwards and stuff and all that. And only that is ABC and the Hardys celebrate in the ring and stuff. You get the system attacking them from behind before the beatdown continues until Mike Santana comes out with the chain and he takes out Edwards and Myers on the outside and then goes into the ring for Moose as Santana slowly walks towards Moose and Alicia hits Santana with a kendo stick. A really good whack and stuff. A really good hit. I like when they use the kendo stick. It just makes that funny noise, in my opinion, or painful noise. I don't know, whatever you could call it. So anyway, get that distraction, allowing Moose to lay out Santana in the process as the system gets back in the ring and stuff before Moose chokes Santana with his chain and stuff, and Myers and Edwards drive Bay down on top of the chairs as they beat up Matt and Jeff right there as Myers jumps up the top of the rope with the chair onto Jeff Hardy as the system celebrates in the ring with the ABC and stuff, and the Hardys and Mike Santana going down and stuff as you also get the double contract signing with Nick Nemeth versus Joe Henry, and there's also Jordan Grace versus Masha Slamovich and stuff right there and stuff. Apparently Joe Henry. Wait, no, I think Joe Henry. Wait, okay, I'm getting a little bit mixed up with the results between Bound for Glory and Impact right there because. Yeah, it's really difficult thinking about them both at the same time. It just really gets you mixed up. But anyway, you get Santino Marella being in the ring and stuff right there. Santino Morella being in the ring with the contract signing table set up as the contenders come out first, followed by the champions and all that. With all four competitors sitting at the table, this is where I'm telling you, man, this is where Frankie Kazarian decided to get jumped right here. I've actually seen this. I've seen this video because they're trying to talk things out and stuff right there. You got four people talking things out, trying to talk business. You got Frankie Kazarian just calling everyone out, the stuff on, whatever's going on and all that and stuff. And they just decide to jump him right there. So anyway, yeah, you get Santino opening the floor to anyone who wants to say something as Masha Slamovich grabs the microphone and she says that this is a full circle moment for her. Before 3 years ago, she signed her first TNA contract in Nashville. Also that night, the night that this impact happened, she's going to sign the contract that makes her the next TNA Knockouts World Champion. As Jordan Grace also says that she's proud of Masha, but they both know how this is going to play out and stuff, as nothing has changed over the years. In her opinion, is she's sorry that she's going to have to beat Masha again in order for her to understand that stuff right there. I think Jordan Grace managed to lose that one, so she wasn't able to retain that and stuff right there. I mean, good with me. I mean, good. Yeah, it's good that Masha Slamovich beat Jordan Grace and stuff. I'm telling you, it's really good that this because I don't know. It just feels like to me that Jordan Grace didn't really need to retain that. Just I don't know. Just didn't feel like it. Also, I mean, she's the one with the big arms and stuff. I mean, it's kind of funny that a commenter on YouTube even pointed out that Jordan Grace's husband is also has muscular arms and he walks familiar. He walks the same way she does and stuff. Someone pointed that out on YouTube anyway. So yeah, you get Joe Henry saying that a lot of people think he's an overnight sensation, but it's actually a journey that has been going on for over a decade. As he saw Nick Nemeth as the champion before in a time when Hendry played a lawyer on TV. I don't know what the heck's that about. I do not know that. I'm not familiar with that at the time he played as a lawyer on TV. I don't recall that. I mean, I gotta go back and look that up and stuff when I have a chance. So anyway, back then no one knew his name, but now not only do they know his name, but they say it and they believe it in Joe Henry. You could say they believe in Joe Henry and all that. Is that Bound for Glory? There will be a new face and a world champion of TNA with everyone chanting "We believe" and stuff right there and stuff. Even though I don't think Joe Henry managed to win that one in the situation anyway. So yeah, you get Nick Nemeth respecting Joe Henry, but he needs Henry to focus on just him and stuff right there, as he wants Henry to ignore all the outside voices so that he can focus on facing the best and stuff, as Nemeth doesn't plan on losing and stuff right there and all that and stuff. So anyway, you get Nemeth. Nemeth said he doesn't plan on losing. Is get Santino being real happy and surprised that this was a mostly respectable, smooth contract signing and stuff right there until Frankie Kazarian shows up right there. All that you could say. I guess you could ask that. How did he become the special guest referee at Bound for Glory and stuff? I mean, that's probably why It's probably because he completed a referee course at the Earl Hebner Academy or wherever that is. I don't know and stuff. And then he also got his referee license in whenever Santino's head to Anthem. He has, also he has tenure and can do what he wants and all that. As he says that Anthem agreed that that the only person capable of being the referee at Bound for Glory is Kazarian. He says that the two broads should be thankful that he's not stealing their thunder too. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that, man. Oh, that is bad. Why did Frankie Kazarian have to say that? You have to call those two women broads. Oh man, that's like okay. Let's just say that to me that's like playing with fire. Frankie Kazarian, you're pretty much playing with fire right there. Frankie Kazarian was playing with fire right there. I'm going to tell you that and stuff. Anyway, so yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Yeah, he gets stealing. Yeah, he's saying that the two broads should be thankful that he's not stealing their thunder, and that pretty much provoked them and stuff. Is that makes everyone in the ring stand up as Kazarian calls Santino a stooge and makes him hold his stun glasses. As he says that Santino's toy badge doesn't mean anything at Bound for Glory, as Kazarian tells Nemeth and Hendry that he'll be calling everything down in the middle because he's an honest man. As he says that the right man will walk out of Bound for Glory as the TNA World Champion and stuff right there. As you get Hendry and Nemeth both grabbing Kazarian, driving his head down the table and stuff, just attacking him and jumping him right there. Because I'm telling you, Frankie Kazarian wants to get real arrogant. He wants to get arrogant in that situation right there. I'm telling you. Right there. Yep, and that's what happened right there. So you get Grace holding Kazarian and Hendry telling Santino to hit him and stuff as Santino walks over to Kazarian, with Kazarian spitting on Santino's face before Santino takes out the Cobra and strikes Kazarian with it. as Nemeth suggests that he, Hendry, Slamvich, and Grace should all lift Kazarian up and slam him through the table. They all agree to do it and stuff right there. So yeah, that's where the champions grab their titles and stare down their contenders as the episode fades to black right there. So yeah, that's where TNA Impact ended right there and stuff right there and all that. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I thought you could say that. Yeah, AJ Francis did a pretty good job. I mean, yeah, I guess he's not a sore loser after all. I mean, because like after what happened of getting slammed by that YouTuber, it's a good thing that he's doing very well in TNA at least. Yep, and that's the thing right there. Yep, and all that. So yep, AJ Francis was really doing. Even though AJ Francis lost at Bound for Glory because he slipped right through the ropes and stuff and all that. So yeah, this Impact I'm giving a 9 out of 10 right here and stuff. Yep, I'm giving that Impact a 9 out of 10 right there. So yeah, on to TNA Bound for Glory right there. With you could say some people could say it's TNA's wrestling's biggest pay-per-view event of the year. Yeah, where it took place at the Wayne State University, yada yada. We don't need to worry about the locations. So anyway, you get the action kicking off on the countdown to Bound for Glory, presented by Blacksmith. I would say streaming live and free on TNA digital platforms and all that. Is the match starts with Ash and Heather by Elegance defeating Gia Brookside and NXT's Brinley Reese and stuff right there. I'm not kidding, man. I thought Ash by Elegance was going to lose right there. So yeah. Anyway, not only they get Eric Young, inducting company co-founder, former pro wrestling journalist, and online wrestling community pioneer Bob Ryder into the TNA Hall of Fame and stuff right there. Yep, Bob Ryder being inducted to the Hall of Fame right there and stuff. I mean, at first I thought it was going to be Rhino because I got a little bit confused right there stuff. So yeah, because I guess that shows how much work Bob Ryder did for TNA and all that stuff right there. So yep, he's being inducted to the Hall of Fame and all that. If only more journalists could be like that, but a lot of journalists I've heard about are just garbage and stuff. So anyway, what else I gotta say is pro wrestling veteran Detroit native Rhino is inducted to the Hall. Oh yeah, I was right. Rhino is also inducted to the Hall of Fame as well by Tommy Dreamer and stuff right there. I mean, I don't know what that means in the future. I guess Rhino's not going to be around anymore. Is he going to retire or what's up? I mean, that just leaves you wondering. So yeah, you get that. Ouch, my back. So yeah, anyway, the action continues with the Bound for Glory tradition, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. Oh, man. Dude, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match had so many wrestlers involved. Man, that was great. Oh, man, that was some good stuff, man. Like, then also, the thing about the stuff like the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, I'm going to say a real challenging thing I noticed about the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match is being one of the first wrestlers, being one of the first, how do I say this? Being one of the first wrestlers to come up on there, it makes it even more difficult to last through all the other wrestlers that are coming in, because that's the pattern I noticed of matches like this right there. That's the pattern I've noticed. Because you have wrestlers showing up late, and of course they have the energy. They have the energy and stamina, while the wrestlers that came in first are already worn out and stuff. I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at right here, because that's what I think is real difficult about matches like this. To go through it as one of the first wrestlers to step in, you got to have a lot of stamina and a lot of energy and stuff. I mean, because imagine just fighting. Imagine trying to fight through so many wrestlers in one match, for more than 10 minutes from some sort of battle royale or something like that. Well, also wrestlers that barely come in also get knocked out. They get called out real easily for stepping out of the ring and stuff. I mean, that's why I don't know. That's why, in my opinion, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match feels more like a gamble. But don't get me wrong, it's still good. It's still good. It's still a good match. It just feels more like a gamble, like a fun gamble, you could say, and stuff. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, you get the winner receiving a championship match of their choosing as any place, anytime, with Frankie Kazarian and Zachary Wentz kicking things off as Jake something is entrant number 3 and stuff right there. Yeah, that's the thing. The wrestlers, they come into the ring as certain numbers, specific numbers, like wrestler number 1, wrestler number 2. Keep counting what's going on. I'm not kidding. As far as I've counted 15 wrestlers in this match. 15 wrestlers participating. Man, just an all-out fight, man. Fighting here, fighting there. Decent stuff. and all that and stuff. So yeah, you get Raju making his TNA return at number 6 as Laredo Kid is in number 7 as Hammerstone eliminates Laredo Kid right there, followed by Trey Miguel and stuff right there. Sammy Callahan is number 8, man. I really wanted Sammy Callahan to last like even further, but that's all right. But you got Hammerstone being eliminated pretty much to my surprise right there, because Alex Hammerstone used to be in MLW, but now he's in TNA, and I have to see him get eliminated right there and stuff. And he could have lasted longer, in my opinion, and all that and stuff. What's going on, Alex Hammerstone? What is going on? So you get Callahan spiking Raju with the Cactus Driver 97 as John Skyler's insert number 9 with uh, Bahupinder Gujar being number 10 with Trent 7 returning at number 11. I could have sworn I seen, how do I say this? I could have sworn I seen Trent 7 right underneath the blanket thing of the outside of the ring, the thing that covers the under part. That fold, that towel thing. Like he was just like right underneath it, just covering himself with that towel or blanket or whatever that is. I thought that was funny and stuff, man. I thought that was hilarious. So anyway, you get Casey Navarro's next at 12. He did, man. He managed to do pretty good, I'm gonna say. While wasting no time making an enemy out of Callahan, you get the TNA Hall of Famer Rhino at 13 and stuff right there, eliminating Raju, Skyler, and right there, and Callahan right there. Rhino did pretty good right there, I'm going to tell you that. As Tasha Steele's 14 as she hits Navarro and stuff right there. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You could say it was an intergender match because they also included a woman in this match as well, making this even more hyped. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, the crowd loved it. I'm pretty sure the crowd loved it pretty good. I loved it too, man. I'm telling you, this was great. So yeah, Casey Navarro being next at 12 was wasting no time making an enemy out of Calavan before Jason Hotch is injured number 16. Instead of his Wentz blindsides Navarro with a drop kick for the elimination. You get number 17 being Leon Slater, the same guy that almost threw Mike Bailey over the ring in the other show that I was bringing up other time stuff. I thought that was good too. So yeah, anyway, Jonathan Gresham being number 18 right there, and all that is Lei Ying Lee is eliminated with JDC being the entrant number 19, which pretty much makes 19 wrestlers and stuff. I don't know how many more is going to go on. 20 wrestlers, yeah. 20 wrestlers is how much this match had right there and stuff. Just an all-out fight, man. It's like a dream come true for a pro wrestling fan and stuff. I mean, this is why I choose to be a pro wrestling fan. I'm telling you, this is why I choose to respect wrestling so much, because they do good things like this. I'm telling you, they do good things like this. Man, lots of good things and all that and stuff. So yeah, you get Gresham being eliminated by Francis following a big boot, with Francis hitting 7 with the down payment for the elimination, with Hotch being eliminated as well as Wentz eliminates something with a modified Death Valley driver before something gets involved from the outside, allowing Francis to eliminate Wentz before Rhino gores Kazarian. With Rhino eliminating JDC, because I know Rhino's getting a good number of eliminations on this round right here and stuff, as Francis delivers his own gore to Rhino, but Rhino turns it around for the elimination. I'm going to say, good job, Rhino. Good job. I'm sorry, good job, Rhino. Rhino did a good job in this right here. I thought he did a good job, I'm going to say. So anyway, you get Jake something getting involved from the outside is allowing Francis to eliminate Wentz right there and stuff, as Rhino gores Kazarian right there. And all of that, Francis delivers his own gore to Rhino and all that, as Rhino and Kazarian are the final two right there and stuff. This match will now end by pinfall or submission, with Kazarian tossing the referee to the side, then low blows Rhino to score the victory and stuff. And that's where Frankie Kazarian manages to beat Rhino right there, man. Oh man, I was really going for Rhino. I really was. I don't know. Personally, I didn't want Frankie Kazarian to win because I just felt like he was being a little show off, but still good nonetheless. Still good. It's still good that he won, even though I was going for Rhino, but still a good match. I still liked it. I still did. Oh man, this was some great stuff right there and stuff. So yeah, Frankie Kazarian eliminating Rhino to win the Collier Shot Gauntlet match right there and stuff right there is all, not only that. So yep, Bound for Glory was on the air that very night and stuff, man. Very fantastic, I'm telling you. So yeah, you get Bound for Glory beginning with an epic clash for the X Division champion as Mike Bailey defends against Vikingo. As Vikingo appears to have tweaked his right knee in the early going, with Vikingo hitting a springboard missile dropkick before the fight spills onto the floor. As Vikingo walks the guardrails and hits a head scissors off the barricade right there. pretty effective head scissors, I would say, as both men collide in the middle of the ring as Bailey connects with the green T plunge before Bailey soars with the shooting star for a 2 count and stuff right there. I gotta say, yeah, that shooting star for a 2 count, that was pretty effective, man. That was like really good timing right there. The way Mike Bailey shot right down on that dude, man. The way he shot right down on that dude, man. That hit the. Oh man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, that hit like Vikingo like really hard on the stomach, like just really hard on the stomach. I'll tell you that and stuff. I mean, that is you also get Bailey soaring with the shooting star for a 2 count. Yeah, I like said that. So yeah, Bailey connect with the crane kick, followed by double knees before Bailey hits an ultimate weapon, but it's not enough to keep Vikingo down. As moments later, Vikingo takes out Bailey on the floor with the corkscrew moonsault. As Vikingo leaps off the top of the ring post and connecting with the destroyer on the apron as Bailey hits the meteor rain to pin Vikingo, retaining the X Division Championship right there and stuff right there. So yeah, that's where Mike Bailey managed to defeat Vikingo. I mean, match could have been a little bit longer, but still good nonetheless. I'm still giving this Bound for Glory a 9 out of 10. Still giving it a 9 out of 10 because it was so good. Just like I said earlier, it's so good that you just gotta get some like jalapeno flavored ketchup and enjoy some fries with it. You know, because that's what I would do if I was watching this. But sadly, I have to pay for it and stuff. You know, pay subscription and stuff. I mean, yeah, because a lot of things are a subscription these days and stuff. Unlike the good old days, I'm telling you. So anyway, what's also going to happen next? The Knockouts World Tag Team titles being on the line as Rosemary and NXT's Wendy Chu challenge Spitfire, with Wendy Chu using her pillow to protect Rosemary. Yeah, Rosemary with threat steals the pillow and tosses it to the outside. And stuff as Rosemary Chu cut off the ring and employ quick tags to wear the threat down. So his threat is finally able to tag in Luna, who almost puts Rosemary away with the power bomb. Right there and stuff as Luna dives through the ropes, taking out Rosemary away with the power bomb before Luna dives through the ropes and taking out Rosemary on the outside and stuff. As meanwhile, Chu assaults threat on the outside of the ring as Rosemary and Chu spike Luna in the process before they also do a double TDT on the floor before Chu pulls threat off the apron, preventing Luna from making the tag before Rosemary has Luna beat with the spear, but decides to punish her more with Luna turning the tide, hitting a double power bomb out of this corner and stuff before Rosemary inadvertently strikes Chu, leading to a double German suplex from Threat and stuff as Spitfire put Chu away with the pressure drop to retain the Knockouts World titles and stuff right there and all that. So yeah, that's where you have Spitfire winning that right there. They managed to beat Rosemary and Wendy Chu right there in the process right there and all that. So pretty decent stuff, I'm going to tell you right there. Yep. Also, not to forget that this show is in Detroit, but anyway, that doesn't matter. So anyway, you get the Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Spitfire, Danny Luna, and Joy Threat defeating Rosemary and NXT's Wendy's Chu. Decent stuff, pretty decent stuff. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 right there and stuff and all that. I mean, they even give the women's division plenty of time. That's the thing. Like I said, man. Yep. You know, at this rate, I'm looking forward to TNA becoming number 2. Because I mean, AEW is supposed to be number 2, but because of their decisions, they're just lacking anyway. After what happened and stuff. So you get Gia Miller interviewing the winner of tonight's Call Your Shot Gauntlet and the special guest referee for tonight's TNA World Championship match, Frankie Kazarian, with Kazarian vowing to raise the hand. Have the real TNA World Champion in that night and stuff where you get Josh Alexander going one-on-one with Steve Macklin as Bounds for Glory continues right there and stuff. I'm going to say, when Josh Alexander was fighting Steve Macklin, I got to say, Josh Alexander, he okay, I gotta say, I was what impressed me about this match. What I was impressed by is that Josh Alexander managed to he managed to maintain his footwork, like his balance. I mean, because the way Macklin just like flew right at him, and just Josh Alexander just wasn't able to fall down or anything. I thought that was pretty impressive because I would fall down easily because my legs need the same exercise that Josh Alexander does. I'm going to tell you that stuff and all that. So yeah, Josh Alexander goes one-on-one with Steve Macklin as Bound for Glory continues before Alexander's allies in the Northern Armory are unable to be there due to travel issues, with Macklin bringing the fight to Alexander on the ramp during his entrance as they go in the ring. Yeah, Alexander assaulting Macklin with a series of German suplexes and Macklin turning it around as he delivers his own series of thudding suplexes, with Alexander dumping him on the hardest part of the ring and stuff before Alexander erases Macklin off the apron with the signature running crossbody. And Alexander inadvertently swings Macklin to the referee while the referee is down. You get Alexander hitting a low blow and then restrains Macklin with zip ties and stuff. Yeah, that part, the zip ties and stuff. I'm telling you, man, the way he zip tied his hands and stuff, and Macklin still managed to fight back anyway and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool and stuff right there. So you get the referee trying to untie Macklin, but he goes on the attack instead as Alexander is caught in the crosshairs. All while Macklin's hands are zip tied behind his back. I thought that was funny, but still good though. Yeah, I thought this was good. I mean, I liked it and stuff. The way he still fought back, even with his hands tied back and stuff. So moments later, after that, Alexander hits a tombstone for a 2 count as Alexander secures an ankle lock, but he can't tap out with Macklin passing out and stuff, awarding the victory to Alexander and stuff. So yeah, Macklin managed to pass out in that situation. I mean, don't get me wrong, Steve Macklin did really good, even though he got passed out. Yeah, he still did good. But the thing is, you got Josh Alexander defeating Steve Macklin in that match right there and stuff right there. So anyway, what else was there? Oh yeah, PCU and Matt Cardona being unleashed in the Monsters Ball for both the digital media and the International Heavyweight Wrestling Championships. I guess you could say it doesn't take long before PCO is assaulting Cardona with the trash can. As Cardona gains momentum by dumping him back first into the steel steps, going back in the ring with PCO being back in control after sending him crashing through the door and stuff right there, crashing through a door and all that before PCO dives through the ropes, but Cardona cuts him off in the midair right there with trash can and stuff, with Cardona powerbombing PCO through another door because they have a little rivalry going on and stuff right there, especially after Matt Cardona was being a jerk to Steph DeLander and stuff. I mean, not only that, PCO and Steph DeLander are married, I'm going to tell you that. So you get Cardona cutting him off in midair with the trash can, with Cardona powerbombing PCO through another door and stuff, real decent stuff. Propped up by multiple steel chairs, with Cardona pouring thumbtacks into PCO's mouth, but PCO won't stay down and stuff. I mean, that's the one thing I like about PCO's endurance. I'm not kidding, man. I really wish I had the same endurance as that. I mean, I'm not kidding. PCO had thumbtacks on his head. He had thumbtacks on his mouth. And what does he do? He just got up like a monster and just scared the crap out of Matt Cardona in that situation. I just love the reaction from Matt Cardona when PCO got up anyway. I just love that reaction. That's good stuff. I thought that was decent stuff. So anyway, yeah, you get PCO being back in control after sending him crashing to the door and stuff. You get Cardona. Yeah, Cardona was connecting with the radio silence for a 2 count as Cardona goes low, then uses a baseball bat wrapped in green barbed wire and stuff for hardcore stuff. As PCO bounces back and chokeslamming him into a pile of thumbtacks, followed by the PCO assault, before PCO pins Cardona to remain the digital media and international heavyweight wrestling champion and stuff right there. And the digital media champion, that's a different title. I find that name pretty unique. The digital media champion, I find that pretty unique, you could say. So yeah, you get PCO defeating Matt Cardona in the Monsters Ball for the heavyweight wrestling championships, you could say, and stuff right there. So yeah, that's good too. Yep, and this is the match I've been waiting for, you could say. Moose and Mike Santana, after Mike Santana did that really cool promo and stuff right there, I'm telling you. I mean, like, what do you, I mean, what do I say? Thing is, like, what would it be like? I mean, it would be kind of weird if Mike Santana did that video promo without fighting Moose. You know, if he did that video with Moose, I mean, if Mike Santana did that promo and stuff without fighting Moose, then I'll have to be thinking, what's the point of fighting Moose then? Like, what was the point? That's why this is the match I was waiting for, man. That's why it's good he fought Moose. He stuck by his word to fight Moose, because let me tell you, man, that was a really good promo, and I'm glad that wasn't squandered. I'm just going to say that. I'm glad it wasn't squandered. My gosh, my back is killing me. Yeah, I'm telling you. So yeah, the personal showdown between Moose and Mike Santana happens now at Bound for Glory, with Santana diving through the ropes, but JDC takes the bullet for Moose. As Moose capitalizes off the interference, powerbombing Santana in the apron, as Moose distracts the referee, with allowing JDC to send Santana crashing to the steel ring steps, as Moose crashes and burns on a step-up crossbody attempt at Santana, hitting the rolling buck 50 before Santana soars off the top rope, colliding with both Moose and JDC on the outside before Santana remains in control with the springboard moonsault to the floor. As Santana plants him in the corner with the Death Valley driver, followed by a 450 splash for a 2 count. Moose powerbombs Santana on the hardest part of the ring before Santana makes it back into the ring before the referee's count of 10 and stuff right there. There's just something about the 10, about the countdown of 10 that just creeps me out. I don't know. It's It's just like it's probably because of the fact that they're outside the ring, and it's just that countdown is like creeping up on you while you're outside of it. That's what I think. So anyway, you get JDC trying to attack Santana with the steel chain, but Santana takes him out with the spin the block before Moose spears Santana for a very close near fall. As moments later, you could say Santana turns the tide and hits Moose with the spin the block to win right there. Mike Santana defeating Moose right there and stuff. That's good right there. Okay, one good thing I got to say about Mike Santana defeating Moose is that he stuck by his word when he went through that promo or that video package. The video package, you could say. Okay, okay, Mike Santana really went by his word. Okay, he proved himself right there. He went by his word by going through that video stuff right there by defeating Moose. I mean, he made a promo video package aimed at Moose, and he defeats Moose. Okay, that's some dedication right there. That's pretty decent. I mean, it's still good nonetheless. I mean, I was going for Mike Santana anyway. Like, so yeah, you get not only that, you have Masha Slamovich challenging Jordan Grace for the Knockouts World Championship in the first of 3 main events tonight before Slamovich dives to the ropes. Man, good. I'm telling you, man, these 2 shows were good to deliver. Woo! Man, it just makes you want to go yee-hoo and all that stuff. There's a friend who does that, and I really like when a friend of mine does that noise. They goes yee-hoo, all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, you get Masha Slamovich challenging Jordan Grace for the Knockouts World Championship in the first of 3 main events tonight. Slamovich dives to the ropes before dropping Grace on the outside. Moments later, with Grace turning the tide with the foot stomp on the apron in the ring and stuff before Slamovich hits a spinning heel kick for a 2 count. As Slamovich locks in a choke, but Grace transitions into a jackhammer for a 2 count of her own before Grace hits the Vader bomb out of the corner, but Slamovich rolls out of the way and stuff right there. Slamovich picks Grace off the top with the pair of head scissors, then hits the snow plow right there for another near fall as Grace pulls out the kryptonite punch. That has to be like she had to have gotten that from Superman. The kryptonite punch. That had to be from Superman. She had to have gotten that from Superman, I'm telling you. And all that. So anyway, you get excuse me. So what else was there? Yeah, Grace pulling out. Oops, sorry. So yeah, anyway, let me turn my camera off. So anyway, you get Grace pulling out the kryptonite crunch, not kryptonite punch. I don't know what I was thinking, man, because I'm telling you, my back is killing me my back is killing me when I go live for a long enough time right there and stuff. I mean, my back would be killing me even worse if I was going live for like 2 hours or so. I don't need like water and a break and stuff. So anyway, we get Slamovich bouncing back with the burning hammer, but Grace bridges out before the referee's 3 count before Slamovich kicks out of the Juggernaut driver for a Grace and stuff, leading to a stretch muffler submission. Moments later, Slamovich hits a snowplow off the top rope, followed by a pile driver to win. Right there's Masha Slamovich is the new Knockouts World Champion right there. So yeah, Masha Slamovich managed to defeat Jordan Grace right there and stuff. I mean, right there and all that and stuff and all that. Decent stuff right there. Yeah, Masha Slamovich really proved Jordan Grace wrong and stuff, even though Jordan Grace is the one with the big arms, just like her husband does. I'm telling you that. So anyway, what else we had after the match? Slamovich and Grace embrace in the middle of the ring as Ace Steel gives Joe Henry one final pep talk ahead of his TNA World Championship opportunity that night and stuff. So yeah, also Slamovich and Grace were, embracing the middle of the ring, good sportsmanship, could say being a good sport and all that, being a good sport right there. Just believe me, unlike what goes on with me in freaking Call of Duty. I mean, this is unrelated, but it's hard being a good sport when we're just being swept in that freaking game. I'm telling you. But anyway, we get Bound for Glory's triple main event rolling on with Nick Nemeth versus Joe Henry for the TNA World Championship with Frankie Kazarian, who won the Call Your Shot Gauntlet earlier tonight, being the special guest referee. Because he did some work. He qualified for referee. That's the thing about Frankie Kazarian. Because back in Impact, just like I talked about, Frankie Kazarian managed to qualify as a referee in that situation right there, and that's why he's also being the special guest referee for this match too. Kazarian asserts his authority to both competitors in the early going, because that's what Frankie Kazarian has been doing pretty well. He's been asserting his authority real good, man. He's really been working hard, man. I thought that's really decent, man. I gotta respect Frankie Kazarian because of that, for the most part, stuff. unless he does something stupid. But anyway, you get Hendry securing an ankle lock, but Nemeth makes it to the bottom rope before Hendry hits a thudding fall away slam from the top rope before Kazarian is about to call his shot for the TNA World Title shot, but Henry stops him, saying, not only that, you get Nemeth catching Henry with the fame. Okay, is it the Famouser or the Famouser or the Famouser, right? Oh, I guess the person who made a result probably misread that or misspelled that anyway, but I don't know, it doesn't matter. So yeah, Henry did the Famouser, but Henry kicks out right there as despite a fast count from Kazarian, both men are down following a Hendry cutter on the apron step before Kazarian once again tries to call a shot, but this time it's John Layfield who stops him with the clothesline from Hale and stuff right there at ringside before John Layfield delivers a second clothesline right there from Hale to Hendry and stuff before Ryan Nemeth hops the guardrail and stuff to confront Layfield right there, but he gets two taken out right there and stuff. I mean, I was wondering what happened to Ryan Nemeth. I was wondering what happened to them. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure the last time I've seen Ryan Nemeth was when he was fighting Nick Nemeth. And Ryan Nemeth supposedly got injured, I think. Or something happened. That was like months ago. Something happened right there and stuff. And that's why I haven't been seeing Ryan Nemeth as often lately. And that's why stuff. So, yeah, that's what's been going on. But anyway, you get Ryan Nemeth hopping the guardrail to confront Layfield, but he gets two taken out, unaware of the interference and all that, as Nemeth hits Hendry with the danger zone. As another referee comes to the ring to make the count, but Hendry kicks out at two, with Nemeth countering the standing ovation into a super kick, followed by another danger zone to retain the TNA World Title, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, really, really good results. Lots of good results. I mean, so many good results that going on for over an hour just really kills your back. It's like killing our back in a good way. Just need a little rest real quick because my back is really tired from all the results that has to be gone through, has to be dealt with, and all that stuff. I'm telling you, really good stuff, man. I'm giving this show a 9 out of 10. I'm telling you, stuff 9 out of 10. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, you get Hendry kicking out at two with Nemeth countering the standing ovation into a super kick, followed by another danger zone to retain the TNA World Title and stuff right there. As the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth defeated Joe Henry right there and stuff and all that right there. I mean, even though Joe Henry is pretty confident, but yeah, Joe Henry did good too right there anyway. But yeah, but the spotlight goes to Nick Nemeth right there and stuff in the process. So you get TNA Wrestling presenting its first event of 2025, which is supposed to be. Oh yeah, that's right. They're bringing Genesis. Here's the thing, people. Genesis is one of TNA's. You could say one of TNA's classic shows. You could say one of TNA's classic shows. That's the thing right there. Dude, they're going to be bringing Genesis back for the first time in a while. I have a good feeling about that. I am looking forward to that, and I am also looking forward to talking about Genesis as well for TNA. I'm really looking forward to that too for my channel, because that's going to be good for my channel as well. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, because these two shows really good 9 out of 10 right there and stuff. I mean, like, I'm going to tell you guys, Red Lightning Bow 97 really does approve of this. You know, respecting professional wrestling, I would say. So anyway, yeah. Sorry, camera. So anyway, you get Impact on Access TV. So yeah, that's why Genesis will air live around the world on pay-per-view on Sunday, January 19th, 2025 and stuff, emanating from the Curtains Caldwell Center. It's going to be emanating from the Caldwell Center in Garland, Texas, part of the Dallas Metroplex. But anyway, not every fan lives there. But anyway, the fallout from Genesis will kick off of a live episode of TNA's flagship weekly show and stuff right there. And that's that right there. So yeah, the TNA World Tag Team Championship you could say it's up for grabs, literally, as the system defends against ABC and the Hardys in a Full Metal Mayhem as it's chaos from the opening bell as the fight spills into the crowd right there as Austin launches himself off of a raised seating area, sending Myers through a table before moments later at ringside. You get Matt leaping off the top of the ladder before driving Edwards through a table and stuff right there and all that. Really awesome stuff, man. Really good results and all that. As the Hardys hit Bay with the double team plot twist as Bay delivers the double foot stomp to Matt, causing him to bounce off of a steel ladder before Jeff introduces a unique construction ladder into the match. Before the system sends the Hardys through a pair of tables with dueling side effects off the apron and all that stuff. Yeah, HBC hitting Myers with the 1-2 sweep onto the steel chair and stuff right there and all that. Right there as Bay picks Edwards off with the ladder of the art of finesse Bay. Also hanging above the ring is Myers spears him down with a huge spear from the ladder as Jeff soars off the top of the ladder with the swanton bomb to Myers into the two tables and stuff. As Alicia Edwards tries to get involved, but Matt takes her out with the twist of fate before the Hardys powerbomb Edwards over the top rope through the two tables on the outside as the Hardys climb the ladder and retrieve the titles to become the new TNA World Tag Team Champions. That's where the Hardys managed to beat the system right there and stuff. I mean, okay, now the thing about that match, yeah, that match was pretty decent. I thought that was a really decent match. Real creative, I would say, man. That was like real creative, man. The way they colored the ladders in that match and stuff, you could say. I'm telling you, real good stuff, man. Real awesome stuff. I'm telling you. So yeah, you get the Hardys defeating the system, Full Metal Mayhem. That's what went on right there and stuff. Yeah, because like I've noticed that. Yeah, they allowed Jeff Hardy to to work out the texture of the wrestling ring in his style. And yeah, that's why it looked pretty colorful. Even the ladders look pretty colorful too. I'm not kidding. I really like the way they fall down from the ladders and stuff. They fell down from the ladders. Like really good competition and all that. You even have one dude grabbing onto that one title, just swinging and stuff, just swinging all that and stuff. I thought that was awesome. So that's why I'm giving. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to give this a 10 out of 10. I don't know. I feel like giving Bound for Glory a 10 out of 10. I don't know. I'm just going to give it a 9 out of 10 anyway. So, yeah, that's what happened right there. The Hardys defeated the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards with the ABC, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Full Metal Mayhem, new TNA World Tag Team Champions. So, yeah, the Hardys managed to defeat them right there. They did real good. So, yeah, the Hardys celebrate their victory amongst the fans as Bound for Glory goes off the air in that situation. Pretty much concluding the Bound for Glory and stuff right there and all that. Really, real solid 9 out of 10. I'm going to tell you. Woo, real good solid 9 out of 10. I'm going to tell you guys, man. Real decent stuff, man. Real their stuff. I mean, yeah, banger. Real good stuff, I'm telling you. Even though my back's killing me, I still think this is a banger. Still good stuff. Like I like the texture, man. I wish they could do that. I mean, when was the last time AEW did something like this? When was the last time AEW did something like this? Because it makes me miss CM Punk, I'm telling you. So yeah, anyway, that's all I have to give to all you people and stuff right there. And yep, I'm telling you, man, just great content. And also, and another thing I gotta say again is the haters are gonna be missing out on this. They're gonna keep missing out on this if they want to act like little brats. But anyway, yeah, this is Red Lightning Boa 97. Red Lightning Boa wishing you luck to all you wrestling fans out there in the future. I mean, right there, yep. And let's look forward to Genesis next year. Yep, TNA Genesis and stuff right there. Yep, that's that right there. Rock out and be there, guys. Rock out and be there. So, yep. This is Red Lightning Bow 97, about to end this video right here and all that. So, yep, rock out and be there for Genesis, guys. Rock out and be there.